First, we head out to the East Bay. Standing by, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. The former #1 overall pick leads them out there. Jared Goff in his third season now as the quarterback of the Rams.
It always comes down to the talent of a player first, but never underestimate what good coaching can do for you as well. How about Jared Goff, 0-7 as a rookie to 11-4 in an NFC West title in his second season? The arrival of Sean McVay and his staff, they really jumped up his game. 28 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions in 2017.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I love watching Todd Gurley play because I think back to when he got drafted and so many people question taking him back that high. Well, you see exactly why. His ability to run, catch, and lead, it's a heck of a combination, and he leads the Rams.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Goff now on second down. Incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it'll bring up third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Well, call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. The man calling the shots in the huddle will be Derek Carr in his 5th year now out of Fresno State.
He did make his 3rd straight Pro Bowl, but the numbers didn't really reflect what is known as Pro Bowl caliber. 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions on a 6-10 team. But the biggest question in Oakland in this offseason, how will he and new head coach John Gruden mesh? That's the key to victory for the Oakland Raiders.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
Let's highlight a big strength of this team, the offensive line led by Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson. All 3 were Pro Bowlers in 2017, but it didn't translate as well as they wanted on offense. Just 23rd in scoring and a 6-10 record.
They'll run again with Lynch. And they'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The defense here for the Rams. I'm focused here on Aqib Talib. Into his 30s now, but still playing at an extremely high level. It has a reputation as a ball magnet. And a lot of people think that means the ball just comes right to him. No, he goes and gets it, both in interceptions, forces fumbles, and oftentimes turns it into 6 points for his own team.
6-18. Get down.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And this one's complete to Seth Roberts. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They go play action here on first down, and that is incomplete here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run with Lynch, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on, because you might wear the defense down.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And the Raiders have got him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's got Roan. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ramik Wilson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch who appears to have been shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Get down!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their 3rd season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now. And they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better. And in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters, added defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now to challenge for a Super Bowl, and they intend to go for it. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And time to remind you that coming up at halftime, we're off to see the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a wild opening weekend in the NFL.
It's good to have Coach along for the ride this year, although he would probably say it's good for him to have us along for his ride.
76. 76. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. To here, Whitehead. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Whitehead, the Temple product, in a new uniform this season.
Yeah, moving over from Detroit now to the Oakland Raiders, and what they're going to love about him, his consistency. He shows up each and every week, understands the defense fully, and roams and makes a lot of tackles.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. The Bills start the campaign 1-0 with the road victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Chargers able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. The Falcons get out to a hot start as they get the road victory in their opener. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Super 1.
He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. You're lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Mario Edwards never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Get set. Ready? Where's your head?
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, Washington. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On first down, it's gone. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Goff on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got some room at the 30. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Broken tackle there for Nelson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. 3rd down here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Martin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Smith catches left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there and their result completion.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Following the penalty, Martin. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. We've seen a lot of interceptions from Talib over the years, and that was a big one to help seal this win.
He has such good ball skills, just always seems to be around it. And when he gets a chance to make a winning play, as we just saw there, he tends to take it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Goff gonna throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts. Move the ball downfield and get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Nice man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. And it's incomplete, but there's still 2 seconds left in this ball game, so they'll have one final shot. One final try now for Carr. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.